What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm feeling like $1 million, bro. I got an appointment at 11, so I'm out here. Like I just drove all the way to Nova. I'm over here. I'm about to go do this call, make some money for the day, pay my
Yes, sir.
bills.
Let's
You know what
make
I'm
it
saying?
happen. Let's make it happen.
And then get back to work. Adrian says, "How you doing, Roy?" I'm doing great. It's good to see you on the call. Hugo, good to see you on the call. And Andrew says, "Let's take a look at US 30." So we'll take a look at US 30 first. Maybe I should be trading US 30. So what I was looking at here was a flag formation. We had price come up to this daily support. We completely crashed through it. Then we ended up making a giant bullish recovery. So we have this bullish impulsive wave come up. And that makes this the retracement. So it's kind of like a bull flag that's forming here. Longs at this zone, that was valid at the daily support level. So price is now sitting at the top of that channel. So what I'd actually like to see is a retracement back to 34,288. 34,288. So now that the buys are done, now take a look at this overall move. What I want to do is look at the previous impulse, top down, grab my Fibonacci tool, measure, and see if it will respect these Fibonacci levels up here. So an ideal scenario for me is a rejection of the 71 again, like a double top at the market open. And then your take profit's going to be kind of at this inverted head and shoulders, this right shoulder right here. So the risk and reward on this is about 2.8 to 1. Ideally, I'd want to see a spike up first. I want to see a spike up at the market open, drop back down and retest so that we can short from 34,690. Okay, so the retest at 34,690, that would be ideal. If you really don't want to get caught in any fake outs at the market open, I would wait for the spike up, break under, and enter at the retest. Cool. We good on US 30? Now, here's when I would give up the selling. I'm going to kind of show you guys this larger time frame channel that it was forming. So remove these drawings. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. If this is your first time on the stream, welcome. My name is Roy Dunya. I am the co-founder and CEO of Chart Addicts, the #1 personal coaching service for traders worldwide. This stream is hosted by the FX Summit 2022 conference in Miami. It's the #1 conference for traders, investors, and crypto enthusiasts. We're about 30 days out from the summit. So if you guys haven't already grabbed your tickets, make sure to grab your tickets in the link below the stream. We're happy that you guys are joining us today. We're going to be looking at a few different pairs right now, going through the US 30. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Index, which is an index of the 30 largest industrial stocks in the US stock market. This basically just tracks the overall health of the economy and how people are feeling about industrials, which, if you guys don't already know, kind of have like a cyclical reaction to the overall economic cycle. So right now we're kind of in this middle ground recessionary type of deal. And so the stock market is in a bit of a weak spot. But just looking at this, we have this channel that the price has been following, and now we're at the top of this channel. If we break above and we manage to close above, then I think we're going to head higher, and the target would be these previous highs. So you kind of have a channel breakout type of deal. Something like this, okay? A bullish flag and then a continuation of the bullish trend. Most likely, I think that we get a push up to these highs at 34,800, same zone as last week. And I think that there's a nice shorting opportunity from there as well. So that's kind of like the wick entry. It's a bit of a wick entry. And then last but not least, what you can do is take your Fibonacci tool and draw a Fibonacci from top to bottom, which is just what we did a little bit earlier. And let's adjust the zone. So 34,750 is the final verdict. That seems to be the zone with all the confluence. So price action says there's a lot of selling area, or sorry, there's a lot of sellers here. So whenever we are analyzing a market, we look left and we always say, what has previously happened at the zone? If the market has been respecting the zone as selling when it's below and as a buying zone and a retest zone when it's above, then that's kind of the area that you want to look at for selling and buying. Now, if the price breaks above and it starts to form a new support, so that wedge breakout, it breaks above and forms new support, that's when I think that we're going to head to the next level, in which case we can short from up here. Okay. Or you can go long at the break. Not at the break, but at the retest of the break. You guys know what I mean. So that's US 30. The market's opening right now. What I actually want to do is check Forex Factory, make sure there's no news today. All right, main refinancing rate. That was earlier today. Core retail sales is the only news that I see today. Oh, there's unemployment claims. Okay, unemployment news. So a lot more people were filing for unemployment than in the previous weeks, or sorry, in the previous month, and a lot more than was expected. About 13,000 more people filed for unemployment benefits compared to what they were expecting, which is the 170,000. So more people filing for unemployment means that they can't find a job. That means that they're not in the workforce, and that means that the workforce is going to take a hit. This is not a crazy number based off of the forecast. 13,000 extra people is not going to make or break the economy, but it's a pretty good measure of what's happening. Core retail sales are down just a little bit, and they're down from the expectation from the economists' forecast at 0.6, and they're definitely down from last month's numbers, 0.8. Core retail sales were up. So retail sales is a good measure because the American consumer is one of the strongest economic forces in the world. I know that if you guys have been here at Chart Addicts long enough, you've heard me say that phrase, but it's because the US consumer makes up 30% of the total money spent around the world. And so if the US consumer is healthy, if core retail sales are up, that means that the US economy is doing well, and it's going to reciprocate to the rest of the world because everyone talks about all of these competitive economies like China and Russia. If we don't buy their stuff, they don't really make money. And so the American consumer and these core retail sales being high is a huge indicator for economic health and whether we're in a recessionary type environment or whether we are in whether we're in a healthy environment. Yo, if you guys could post this, if somebody from the Chart Addicts team, if you guys can get this on YouTube, or if you guys can get this on the Instagram, that would be awesome. Just get the link up on the story so folks can join on YouTube. If you guys are following on YouTube, welcome back. Make sure to grab your tickets to the FX. I'm going to do this shameless plug the whole call. But if you guys have not already grabbed your tickets to the FX Summit 2022 conference, it's the #1 conference for traders, investors, crypto lovers. It's going to be in Miami. If you guys are looking for a way to spend your summer, if you guys are looking for a way to kick off your year, and I know that we're already basically like, I don't want to say halfway. We're far from halfway, but Q1 is already done. All right. If you guys want to kickstart the rest of your year and make sure that 2022 is successful for you, if you haven't seen the momentum that you're trying to get, if the courses that you're currently in or the programs that you're currently in haven't kickstarted a passion in you to do more work than you're currently doing, the FX Summit is going to be the place that you want to be to inspire yourself and get around people that can help you along your journey. Now, the market has just opened, so let's go in here and see what trade opportunities we can find on these pairs. So just to let you guys know, I'm already in a short position for Nasdaq. I got a pretty late entry. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to denotate my entry with this red line, just to show you where my original entry is. So if the market breaks above and then manages to close back below, then I'm going to be looking to short this on the way back in. And I'll enter another position on the retest. So I'm still short on this pair. I do see another retest opportunity right here at 260. So you guys can either set sell limits or you can enter now and hold a little bit of the drawdown. But the drawdown is about 30 points. It's about 300 pips. Not sure who wants to be holding that for this trade. So I'll let you guys know when I enter a position. I do have to be off this stream in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to be looking to take more of a scalping opportunity as opposed to looking to take a trade and holding it for the duration of the day. Now, to get you guys an idea of where the target is, my real target is right here. So the actual trade would look something similar to this. And if this trade fails, if this trade gets violated and the market creates new lows and starts to push up, then we can short at 14,600. So keep in mind that risk and reward is key. So you'll be making 3 times your risk up here, and you'll be making close to 2 times your risk down here. So if you lose $100, if you're risking $100 here, you can make 300 on this short up here. So risk and reward is key. Limit your losses and make sure you're always going for more than you're making. So whatever you risk on this trade, you're going to be looking to make double. And then if it goes all the way to the, all the way to this floor, you make triple. And if the first trade doesn't go your way, you have a chance to take a second entry and make your money back based on risk and reward. All right. If you guys have never traded with us, welcome. Again, my name is Roy Dunya. I am the co-founder and CEO of Chart Addicts. We're a personal coaching service for traders. We work with traders worldwide to improve their trading habits, psychology, education, and everything in between. So happy to have you guys on the stream today. All the Chart Addicts members, we have about 65 people on the stream. From the Chart Addicts side, it's great to see you guys. Really happy to have you guys on here making money with us. So I have not taken a trade yet. Just want to make that clear. I'm waiting for a retracement on this pair. And if I see the rejection that I'm looking for, then I'm going to be looking to enter a short position on Nasdaq. All right, I'm going to start scaling into a short position, which means I'm not going to put a full position size. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale at these Fibonacci levels. I'm going to scale right here at the 38. I'm going to scale at the 61. And the last trade that I'll put in is at the 78. So just so you guys can see, that trade is in. All right, so it's not a full position size. As the market retraces back up, I can go and pick up more entries. For those of you guys on YouTube, I don't promote this brokerage. All right, I'm not saying I recommend this. Just wanted to show you guys the account. This is a real account. And so what we're doing is, the way that I trade is instead of putting a whole position and holding massive drawdown or whatever, if it goes directly into profit, great. Sometimes what I'll do is, especially on these streams, is I'll scale in. So if I'm going to use a 0.1, for example, I'll put a 0.2 here, 0.2 here, and then a 0.4 right here. Or 0.02, 0.02, and then 0.04. And that'll add up to a 0.1. If I'm going to use a standard lot size, it's the same thing. You'll do a 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, or you can split it up in 2 positions, 0.5 and 0.5. That way, if you do go into drawdown, you can get a better entry. And then just when the market goes back to your original entry, you're already in profit. Then everything past your original entry is just straight profits. You can close this trade, hold the top one, and milk this thing all the way down. Okay? Some slight strategies for you guys. So just so you guys know, I'm already in this position. I'm looking for one more retracement back up to 250 so I can pick up another trade and yeah, basically just run those profits. After you enter a trade, there's nothing left to do. Your job is done. Now it's just a time, or now it's just a chance to let the market do its thing and let the market do work for you. The market's either going to go in your direction or it's not. The only thing that you can control is the risk that you take and the entry that you wait for. So taking an entry without hesitation, big skill set. The second one is making sure that your risk management is on point. What the market does and how fast it moves is entirely up to the market. And so you kind of just have to be patient Once you do your job, you have to let the market do its. So I'm in slight profits. Let me see if I can count this up. My maths is okay. About 20 points. It's running at about 20 points of profit, which is about 200 pips, give or take. That might have just jumped. Well, there goes, that's 30 points. Mm-mm. Doing all right. So we got 30 points, just hit 35 points and running. There we go, y'all. Well, 350 pips. Not a bad trade. So if you guys are throwing 0.01s, if you guys have a small account, what is that? 30 bucks, 35 bucks on a $200 account. That's 15%. Not a bad trade. I think entry is key. If you got a bit of a late entry down here, maybe you're not in as much profit. But I got an entry at 211, which is right here. So I have my original entry that I was already in from this morning. And then I had that re-entry on this stream. So just as a show of hands, who on YouTube took this trade? Let me see this live stream. He said, 1 month to go, you got this, boys. Yeah, we do. I think he's talking about the FX Summit 2022 conference. If you guys haven't already grabbed your tickets, make sure to grab tickets. If you guys make money on this stream, there's no better way to use that money other than investing in yourself and in your future. We have a list of speakers from the institutional side. So this beautiful platform that we're using, TradingView, we have the leadership team of TradingView come in to speak, talk to us traders and talk to us about the new developments that they've made, what they're planning on building for us, how they're looking at building the future for traders. The founder of Oanda, which if you guys don't notice, is the only quotation broker that I use on TradingView, Oanda. This is the founder of Oanda, Richard Olson. He's going to be speaking at the FX Summit, telling us about the history of how he developed all this technology and how he built Oanda to be the #1 market maker and broker in institutional trading today. Then we have Huobi Global, which is one of the top 5 crypto exchanges in the world. And then Tyler McKechnie, which will be teaching you guys how to turn your strategy into an EA, which is an expert advisor, which is basically like an algorithm that allows you to track your strategy, and it gives you alerts and tells you when to enter trades. It kind of just helps you make decisions on the charts. Looking for longs around the 14,100 area or back up to the next selling zone at 600. I'll be completely honest. What I can see is this, and then this. Okay. So yeah, re-entries right here are still valid. It might not even make it to this TP. I can see price kind of hitting the negative extension and then coming all the way back up, clearing everybody's entries, and then giving us a second potential entry. So if you guys are in profits, pull your profits or do not complain later, because the market loves to whipsaw and it will take back 100% of the profits in about one candle. But what it's going to do is it's going to give you a better entry, and it's going to give you an opportunity. So what I like to do is take partial profits on this position that we're in now, and then use those winnings to be able to open a new position later. That way I'm not risking any of my balance. I can risk some of this new, well, I am risking my balance, but it's from the profit I made today. All right. So this is a baby position. I had a 0.05. I was normally going to throw a 0.1, but just so you guys can see, it's about 300 bucks in about 15 minutes. Not the worst way to spend a day. I really wish I had picked up the whole position, because that would have been $1,000 in a few minutes, but it is what it is. Now, who on the Zoom call took this trade? Who on the Zoom call took the Nasdaq trade? I'm looking at YouTube. YouTube says Cam Pippins took it. I was too late for this, but damn, that's a nice move. Chilling and good profits. Kenny Gaines, you already heard what I said about pulling partials. Caught that Nas move and still riding. Thanks. Roger that. No jokes. Yeah. I mean, people, welcome to the Chart Addicts live trading stream. This is your first time being in profits. I don't blame you. It's a lot of people out here that can't do what we do. If you've been having a bad couple of weeks and we just made up for it, you're welcome. Let us know on social media. And if you guys made profits on the stream today, a couple $1,000, best way to spend that money is to go and invest in yourself and grab a ticket to the FX Summit 2022 conference in Miami. Some of your favorite retail traders are going to be there. So some big names that you guys may recognize: Anthony Williams, aka Anthony's World; James Storms, the Forex prodigy; Jessica Lane, an incredible speaker, an incredible trader, and she has got a huge social media presence; Andy Peters. We have Lasaldo Tavares. We have Jason Stewart, aka QB Stu, who's actually playing for the fan-controlled football league right now, which is really impressive because, you know, doing sports, crypto, and trading, I don't know how he's balancing both between practice and trading. We have Mr. Set and Forget himself, Alex Gonzalez, and then Luke Longmire, Mr. Gold Cup. So the FX day is pretty packed with individuals who trade. All of these guys trade over $1 million in accounts. They have an incredible track record. They make consistent profits, and they came up from the mud. Some of these guys worked at Target. Some of these guys used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. Some of these guys used to just, you know what I'm saying? Like Jason was just a regular guy. Alex was working at Dunkin' Donuts. James Storms was broke a year and a half ago, and now he's a multi-millionaire. You guys really, really got to, you know, get around these people just to see it's possible, because they're just regular guys, right? They're just hungry, and gals. All right, can't forget the ladies. Crypto Day, incredible speakers, former Dallas Cowboys, Lewis Neal. We also have individuals such as our very own NFT educator, Austin Collins, who is a millionaire NFT investor and also on the development team and founding team of a lot of these crypto projects, these NFT projects. Bryce Johnson is one of the top Web3 gamers in the world. He gets paid to game in the metaverse. Some of you guys don't even know that. Some of you guys don't even know that that's possible. Some of your kids are playing some of y'all are playing video games and not getting paid for it. So it's time for you guys to educate yourself and say, damn, I'm spending 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day is goddamn 60 hours a month. All right, imagine how much money you could be making gaming for 60 hours a month. So come learn from some of the biggest names in the game on how to take, you know, whatever funds you're creating and trading and be able to reallocate those and reinvest them in a way that can 10x your money, 5x your money, 20x your money, and in some cases in crypto, a lot more. All right. Bada boom, bada bing. And if you guys got on the stream late, I want to show you the markups that I had yesterday. So there was two options. This is the same trade that I saw yesterday. Nothing changed. So when I was looking at when I was looking at Nasdaq on the higher time frame, whoa, gotta plug in my laptop. When I was looking at Nasdaq on the higher time frames, you look left and notice this giant area of selling, and it just keeps going. It's a very important level for sellers. Shit, I don't see an outlet here. What do we do? What do we do, people? All right, let's migrate. But this is the same trade I saw yesterday. Price about 275 was the entry. It didn't quite make it all the way up there to the top of the zone, but it respected this triple top, and that's where we ended up. That's where I ended up taking my first position this morning. And then the second trade was basically on the break of this Fibonacci level, this 38 fib. I scaled in. I was basically waiting for the 61, 71, 78 area, 60 to 80% for a re-entry. Never got it yet, right? The market loves to retrace. I'm letting you guys know this. And so as soon as we kind of milk the rest of this bearish trend, I think we're going to see a retracement back up and another drop. And that's where we'll be able to take advantage of another opportunity. Damn, this thing is crashing right now. All right, let's get on the move. I got to go plug this thing in. Yo, who's in profits, man? Who's in profits? Who is on the stream in profits right now? I'm halfway in between my appointments right now. Tell me who's in profits. When was the last time y'all saw a candle look like that? If you're not in Chart Addicts, I'm assuming it's been a long time. Well, don't worry, we got you covered. Some of you guys, this is your first winning trade all week. Some of you guys, this might have just put you back in profits after having lost all week. And if that's you, there's no shame in that at all. I want you guys to put that in the chat and say, yo, just a little bit of appreciation would go a long way, because this is about, let's count this up, 879 pips. People, how long have we been on the stream? Someone get a head count for me. When was the last time you guys caught an 880 pip move anywhere? That's an even better question. How long we been on the stream, people? Somebody on YouTube. Jordan Diaz said, I just made $2.3 thousand on that move. And Jordan, I'm going to see you at the FX Summit. I don't know why, but I saw your name pop up on the thing. I remember Austin Collins said, TP schmacked. Austin, great to see you, brother. Good stuff, good stuff. Joseph Testface says, smacking. Yeah, it is. Lino says, Roy's the GOAT on NAS 100. You're not telling any lies. I want Oanda to go in here and actually replace the name to Roy 100 and change the name of the index at this point. I said, I'm new to Chart Addicts. Roy, how often you make calls? A big fan. Whenever I have time, you guys will, as you guys have heard me say during this stream multiple times, we're 28 days out from the FX Summit, 29 days out. So my biggest focus is on that. I try to make some time for the Chart Addicts members, sometimes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Go in there, throw out a quick 1 hour stream, and take those trades. So whenever I can. It says Roy does this shit. Yeah. Thank you for noticing. Noah says I was in there. What's this was situation? Why are we speaking in past tense here? I'm still in there. He said replace the name to Roy 100. Yes. Yes. Anthony says 33 minutes on the stream. $2.3 thousand. $2.3 thousand from Jordan. Now I got my baby position. I'm actually going to move my stop loss to break even, but I had a 0.05 running on this account. 0.05, nothing crazy. Anybody with most sized accounts can handle a 0.05 on Nasdaq. And it's basically about $400 in 30 minutes. $400 in 30 minutes. That means my hourly rate is $800. If y'all want to talk to me, my hourly rate is $800. Saying Noah said, nah, bro, I was in early with you before your call and I'm holding with you. Noah's paying attention to the markups, taking these trades. Bro, I'd love to see it. All right. Well, I am going to pull partials on this trade. I'm going to leave a micro running. I didn't get the real entry I needed, but I do have a bunch of appointments today. So boom. Just like that. So now what I'll do is I'll come back around 2 or 3 p.m. So my runner is going to keep going. If this thing smashes and it wants to bleed to the ground, we're going to be okay. Y'all have never seen a candle look like this, by the way. Just going to let you guys know. But if this thing keeps going, the runner is going to do work for me. It's going to be amazing. Now, if the market comes back to retrace around 2:30 or 3 p.m. Eastern time, that's when I'll take another entry. All right. Everybody's saying US 30 is flying. US 30 is not flying. US 30 is giving a perfect opportunity for a short position right now. US 30 is literally at the short position right now. So I said you can either take the trades and get hit with the wick, or you can wait for the wick and get in after. Isn't that exactly what I said at the beginning of the stream? Isn't that exactly what I said? I said US 30 is flying. People, get it together. Gold, I'm going to leave that to men better than I, aka Joseph Tesfaye and Stefano Perez. That is not my area of expertise. All right, so Nasdaq hit TP. Bada boom, bada bing. If you guys make money, get your tickets to the crypto thing. FX Summit 2022 conference in Miami. I want to see all of you guys there. We're about 28 days away. Chart Addicts members, remember that you do get a promo code for being a Chart Addicts member. Boom. My entry was at 211. That's 1,000 pips. That, ladies and gentlemen, is 107 points. 1,000 pips doesn't get better than this. So that means even if you took the smallest possible lot size, even if you took the smallest possible lot size, you still made, what is that, like $100? Even if you used a 0.01, you had a small account, you had $150 in there. You said, look, I'll risk $25, I'll risk $35 on this. You made $100 on this trade, which is pretty incredible. Oh man, oh man. This is what dreams are made of, people. This is what dreams are made of. If you guys are tuning in on YouTube, again, my name is Roy Dunya, co-founder, CEO of Chart Addicts, the #1 personal coaching service for traders worldwide. If you guys want to learn how to trade like this, we do offer education. We do offer personal coaching. So those of you guys that are struggling, you have those consistent problems that keep coming back for you. You're winning. Oh, fifth week comes in, you blow it all back. You don't know what's happening. You don't know why it keeps happening. It's time to work with a coach, see why those consistent habits are coming back to bite you in the ass, and how to build a plan of action to protect yourself from your own self, which seems to be a lot of problem for traders. Making money is easy. Keeping the money is the hard part. So some people made money on the stream. How many of you are going to give it back at the end of the day? Right? If you're in Chart Addicts, if you're on this Zoom call, the answer should be none. The answer you shouldn't be giving back any of this money. If you guys are on YouTube, hopefully after you guys heard what I just said, you don't give back this money. Okay, Chandra said she made $1,200 plus and counting. Take some profits off the table, Chandra, and thank you for getting on the stream today. So I took SPX shorts. Good stuff. How big is your account for the current profit that you're holding? This account is chilling. It started at 20. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been kind of doing my thing. We had 31, baby. We had 31. It was at 22 streams ago. So, we're making a little bit of headway there. Already had this marked up. Thanks for the confidence boost, my guy. James Boyle, good to see you. What do you think about gold? I like gold. I own gold. I wear gold. That's my opinion on it. Send me a markup if you're talking about charts. How would you risk $25 and make $100 if I can see the risk and reward is merely 1 to 2? All right, well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This was not my stop loss on this trade. I did not take a 96-point stop loss. On the entry at 211, my stop loss is above the previous high. So if we already had a bearish impulsive push and I'm looking to trade the retracement, my stop loss is going to be above the previous high. It's not going to be above the daily zone. So I hope that made sense. So the risk and reward was actually a bit higher. It would look something like this. Well, you know what? You're right. The risk and reward was a 1 to 2. So maybe I misspoke. You risked $50 to make $100. And since it was a little bit less than a 1 to 2, then maybe it's going to be a little bit less than that. You probably risked $50 to make $96-ish. But since we didn't experience any drawdown, talk to me different. I know for a lot of you guys, it's hard to understand and to grasp the concept of a trade that doesn't have any drawdown. It's all right. Okay. U30 hasn't rejected yet. I don't know what's going on here. Could be taking its sweet time, but the candlestick closure, it's still really early in the session. So we have about 3 hours left for this candlestick closure. If you're looking to short this, I would wait for this candle to close below the 78, below 34,750. If the candlestick closes below, then you can look to short this thing back to the downside. I'm going to be honest, I'm not really liking the way this looks in general. These long wicks are not, not ideal for me, but that's just kind of what I see on US 30. I trade Nasdaq because it respects structure a lot more than SPX and US 30. And so that's why I stick to what I know. Now we're going to be experiencing a pullback from this level, and this thing might even go bullish from here. So if you haven't already protected your trade, I'd put your stop losses and break even, and I would secure partial profits on this position. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Put those in the chat. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Put those in the chat. There's no more questions. We can call it a day. As much as I love talking to you guys, as much as I love having you people on this stream, once we do our job, we get in here, we snipe the markets, and we make our money, it's time to walk away. You don't stand outside of your office. Okay, first off, I have to quote Ted for this. Shout out to Ted Safranco. Okay, Uncle Ted. He says, if you finish your job, you're not going to stand outside of your workplace and just stand there and be like, wow, that building looks really good. Like, I wonder what the people inside are doing. Damn, I should go inside and do more work. No, you're going to get your check and you're going to go home, right? And so it's the same thing with trading, is that once you've made your profits, once the market has done the work for you, once you've pulled out of your position, once you put your stop losses and break it, your job is done. Go home, go live life. All right, if you're working a job, then go do your actual job. Nah, it was Ted. It was Ted. It was on the second joint that we did. 940 pips. I'm floating 940 pips, people. We even started the stream late. How incredible is that? All right, so it doesn't look like there's any questions on Zoom. You guys are very smart people in the chart addicts community. You guys saw exactly why we were taking this trade. You saw the daily levels. You understood the rationale behind it. So this was just a pretty straightforward. We showed up, we sniped it, we did our job, and we left. Not every day looks like this, people. If you guys are new to trading, let me be the first one to kind of let you guys know, not every day looks like this. Sometimes it takes a lot longer. Yesterday specifically, it took me hours to get the same size move. So sometimes it might take 3, 4, 5 hours for the trade to happen. And sometimes it might take, 20, 30 minutes. That's the beauty of trading. How much does Oanda keep for withdrawals? I actually don't trade with Oanda as a brokerage. I only use their quotations on TradingView. Put that as a disclaimer. Is it too late to buy a ticket to the summit? No, it is not. Get your tickets before they run out. There are less than 10 VIP tickets left. There's still a few elite tickets, and then there's plenty of general admissions if you guys want to come. The convention center can hold up to like 30,000 people. So we are not going to run out of the general admission tickets. However, the VIP tickets are in short supply because the post-conference dinner, they only have like a certain capacity that they're allowed by the fire marshals to have in the restaurant. So we can't go above that. That's why we have limits on the VIP and elite tickets. But for the general admission, we want to see everybody there. We want to see you guys come and experience this historical event. The price point is very affordable. I know for some people, they see the 350, 750. If you guys go look at Bitcoin conference, NFT conference, or any of the speakers, what they charge for a one-on-one, then I think these price points are going to start to make a lot of sense for how generous they are. Because for 350, you get a chance to come in for 3 days and hear some of the biggest names in the entire industry speak. I don't think this has ever been done before. I don't think the access has ever been done before. And that's what we do at Chart Addicts. We do stuff for the people, like this stream. We're literally out here giving out free money for free. Isn't that incredible? So we're bringing that same energy to the FX Summit and bringing all of our friends who we've learned from over the years to come and provide that same value to you guys. All right, it hit target. That's basically my job is done. If we get a pullback all the way up to this red line, about 14,250, around 2:30 or 3 p.m. Eastern time, that's where you're going to be looking to short. And that's all I have for you guys. If you have any questions on YouTube, let me know. And that's it. Fogo de Chao has amazing food. It's amazing. The location is amazing. We're going to have a 2-hour open bar, and everything is included in that VIP ticket. So you won't have to pay anything out of pocket. You're going to be hanging out, having dinner with Q Banks, Raul, James Storms, myself, all the Chart Addicts team. It's going to be incredible. All right, yo. If you don't have anything else, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy, yo.